All right. Paul, I did have it muted. I didn't, thank you, Paul, for taking care of that. Hopefully we didn't out, and I think we should be good. So, yeah, it looks like we're good. Where are we, on 6? Or do we call for vote? On 5. All right, we're on 6.
Yes.
All right, number 6, looking for a motion that the actual gross payroll in the amount of $238,500.39 be approved for payment for the period July 5th through July 18th, 2020.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Call for a vote?
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Yeah. Motion carries. Next on the agenda, looking for a motion that the tentative gross payroll in the amount of $240,250 be approved for payment for the period July 19th through August 1st, 2020. All right, we just got, they can hear us, so we're good. All right, properly moved and seconded. We got that taken care of. Looks like there's a hanging motion without anything attached to it. That must be a typo, I'm guessing. What's that? Call for a vote?
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr.
Motion carries. Yeah, looks like we got a hanging over there.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were gonna get something, but you did not.
Okay. Just one announcement today. Next commissioner meeting is August 11th, 2020 at 11:30, and we do have a jail board meeting at noon today.
That's correct.
All right. Tracy or Moon, who wants to provide the update first?
I'll let him go first. He's older.
Soon to be old. Just want to remind everybody that this Friday, July 31st, is the date we recommend sending in your doe licenses for the first round unsold licenses, which will be starting the process next Monday, August 3rd.
All right. So if you couldn't hear that Moon Van Steenberg is recommending you get your second doe license. Is that what it
What's
is?
called first round unsold.
First round unsold. Get those in the mail on Friday. All right. Anything else?
No.
And the DMAT tags are still
In flux.
Still in flux. Okay. Thanks, Moon. Tracy, turn it over to you.
Thanks, Jack. I just want to give an update on the COVID situation in the county, where we're at today. As of yesterday, we had a total of 51 cases, and those case counts are cumulative. That means from the start of the virus till today. Looking at the guidance from the Department of Health, it shows that 22 of those individuals have recovered and 29 cases remain active. Out of those 51 cases, there's 43 that's confirmed and 8's probable. The probable cases are indicative of those that have the antibodies and not necessarily an active infection. We've had a total of 1,883 negative tests come back. And today there'll actually be 4 additional cases that will be added to the noon count from the Department of Health. We're still at 1 death that has occurred since the start of this. Some of the good news, if there is good news on this, the PCR testing positivity rate, those are the tests that they conduct with active infection, is down from 2.4% to 1.9%. While that's down, we still want everybody to be very cautious because the virus is still out there and it is still spreading, some with some community spread. We have got a lot of calls, questions about different groups, different events, having things going on. And while we understand people's concerns and so forth, we share them same concerns. We want to just share if somebody has a concern or a complaint to reach out to the Pennsylvania Department of Health direct. They're the ones that's going to have to answer the questions and provide the guidance on, the different mitigation measures that they put out, because we're not going to try to interpret what they're saying, because we may be wrong in that information. So I want to just kind of pass on the website and their phone number for the media, if you could help us share that. The website is www.health.pa.gov, and the toll-free number is 1-877-724-3258.
Yeah, for the benefit of everybody, if you can't hear that, that's the website you can use is www.health.pa.gov. That's health.pa.gov, and the telephone number is 877-724-3258. That's 877-724-3258. Sorry, Tracy.
Nope, no, you're fine. So just a couple things that we continue to recommend here from the county perspective. Again, we want everybody to practice good mitigation measures, and social distancing is recommended by the CDC and Department of Health. Use common sense when around groups of people. If you don't feel comfortable being around them, just simply move away from them and distance yourself. And probably the biggest thing is we want people to be respectful to each other and their concerns. There's no need to degrade anyone based on their own situation, because we don't know what everyone's situation is. So, we just ask for everybody to be kind to each other. And again, we'll get through this. We'll get through this whole situation. So far, the county, just to give you a little background, where we've been and where we're at today, we filled over 103 requests for resources. And this is to our EMS agencies, fire department, police, law enforcement, our hospital, healthcare facilities, long-term care facilities, of course, our county offices, area agency. We have passed out or provided several thousand masks, the N95, the surgical and the cloth masks, as well as gowns, gloves, hand sanitizers. We've conducted over 15 virtual and conference call meetings with our different stakeholders within the county on responding to the pandemic, trying to get as many groups that would be affected to help with the planning. It's not just a few certain people, it's everybody involved with this. And that we continue to prepare for the increase in active cases or a second wave of the virus to hit our area. We're preparing to provide mass vaccination sites to have a place for people wanting to be vaccinated a chance to get it once a vaccine is approved and ready to deploy. And we're continuing to secure PPE for our stakeholders and provide beneficial information to our residents. We're going to continue to evaluate our response to see what we as a county can do better on, and to evaluate our best practices and how we can incorporate those into our everyday responses to our operations. And again, we're going to continue to work with our stakeholders to meet their needs and address their concerns moving forward. And we're going to work towards the recovery process. And the last thing I just want to mention is to look out for each other. Some people are handling this situation better than others, both financially and emotionally. And we just recommend that you check it in on your friends, family, and neighbors to make sure they're okay. There are services available for people that are suffering somewhat through this. And if they call the PA 211 hotline or visit the website at pa211nw.org, they can get a lot of the social services that they would need to help them get through this situation. It is a tough time for everybody. Even our staff is, some of them have struggled with some of this, but everybody works together. We get through this, and we will come out on top when it's all over with. So, and that's all I have, unless there's any questions.
I don't see any questions up here. Thank you very much, Tracy. Appreciate that. Jeff, do we, just a reminder, census update, everyone fill out your census forms. We're still lagging in the count a little bit.
Yeah, we're lagging, I believe it's still under 50%. The northern part of the county seems to be a very low response to the census. So we ask everyone to please do your census. You should be getting, I believe, a postcard shortly if you haven't already got it. So if you can fill that out or call the number on it and get it sent in. It does help the county, it does help the municipalities tremendously, so that is very important.
All right, thank you, Jeff. And then Commissioner Bullers has an announcement.
Yeah, so we've worked hard to come up with the veteran position that was vacant here. We had a veterans team of Herb McConnell, Bob Anthony, Bill Littlefield, Scott North, Jack Jeff, and myself that have interviewed some really good candidates, and we have filled the position. The new gentleman, his name is William Bechtel, and he will be starting Monday. And he will get to work with Dave Wrights is back there. Dave has filled in and done a tremendous job for the veterans of the county, and just want to thank him for stepping up and coming and helping. So William Bechtel is the gentleman's name, and we're looking forward to getting to work with him. The veterans are really going to like him. Thank you.
And we'll introduce him to everybody at the next commissioners meeting, August 11th. Make sure he's here. All right, anything else? Any public comments? All right, questions, comments from the press?
I know they just did the fundraiser over there at the Reynoldsville Foxes for the Veterans Emergency Fund. Do you guys have any idea of how they did with that fundraiser? Or?
Yes, so they did very well, and they actually raised around $800 for.
Great.
Yeah, so it was really a good day, and the Reynoldsville Foxes did a tremendous job, just like they did last year, and they plan on doing it to help the veterans every year. I mean, this is something they've taken on, so. I strongly suggest anybody who's in Reynoldsville looking for some good pizza, they've got a good Fox's pizza up there.
Can we get a spelling on William's last name for the spirit?
Becthel.
Becthel.
Yes.
Becthel. Hopefully you got that. Any other questions from the press?
That's it.
All right. Without anything else, looking for a motion that the meeting be adjourned.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Matheson?
Yes,
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
motion carries. Thank you, everybody.